What's up, guys? It is Will here, back again for another episode of Collector's Mingle. I got an amazing panel here with me tonight. As always, they're going to be incredible. They always make me look good. Guys, we're going to talk about the Queen Studios product launch that happened this morning. I think it was around like 8, 9, something Eastern like that. They showed a lot of cool stuff. So most of the show is going to be pretty focused on that. We're just going to kind of scroll through, see what we like, get everyone's opinions on everything, see what we think about the product launch as a whole, and then whatever other topics we get into. There's always some fun stuff that comes up on this show. Who knows where it's going to go? You know. Just stay around the corner. It'll be there for you. Thanks so much. Rolling, baby. Now, Anthony ain't even here, dude. So keep that rolling thing going, bro. Come on now. But yeah, thanks so much to this amazing panel for joining me, guys. We're gonna have a fun show tonight on Collector's Mingle. Like I said, most of it's gonna be pretty Queen Studios / InArt centric, just because that's kind of the big news for today. I mean, there's some other things. The Wenwu head sculpt, maybe we'll get into that because it looks really, really good. Maybe some other stuff that we want to talk about. But before we do that, let's address this amazing panel. Lou. Dude, that term or that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure, dude, you're flexing on us, bro. I gotta see this.
Well, I was on with Iron Logan and Leo doing taking position, so I had this with other Leonardo's doing a collage type of deal with my collection, which is like more like a shrine, if you will. Yeah. So and plus I had him out yesterday for Pose Wars, so I was annihilating the competition with Pose Wars, and it was my first W. So that's why
you won
a little bit too much. Yeah, I won that day.
Hell yeah!
So nice. So right now,
get the applause, bro.
Thank you. So, the points tallied up. I'm 1 point from first place. So it's like, nice. Fern, I'm gonna get you, bro.
Nice, dude. That's awesome, man. Those and did 3-0 make those turtles?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they did this one, and they also did Out of the Shadows, which is the second version. And I believe our boy Kiko got that version, and he took an awesome picture of it, and flexing really, really, really hard. So I'm going to have to reply with that same, kind of love. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That 3-0 love. But yeah, man. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
You know it, man. Happy to have you. You always bring the energy, bro. And you bring the guns. So, it's come on now. Like, show me up with the gun show. But Cam, dude, Cam's collection. Senior, Daddy Cam Senior. That's what I like to call him.
Let's go, bro. I know, right? Let's go, bro.
I know, Cam. How you doing today, man? You're looking good, awful bright, man. I love that arm.
Yeah.
Popping for you, bro.
Yeah. I'm pulling off the Syracuse right now. I'm trying to kill it.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me, man. Love being on your show always. So it's going to be fun.
Dude, Cam, for one, you got Infinity War Thor, and we all know that's the best Thor. So
yeah, he's just not quite. He hasn't quite eaten enough, so he's like right there. It's gone
exactly.
So it's like, all right, I like him. He's my favorite for sure, though.
Exactly, bro. It's a great figure. So, and Lael sitting here flexing on us, got a Wolverine here. I don't even know who made this.
It's sideshows. We kind of we had take your position cheating. I guess that was the theme for the day. It was cheating, so we kind of went that route. But yeah, I'm just the thing is, this is mainly cleanup. I'm trying to actually clean up everything and get it back in the shelf. Gotcha. That's the one thing I hate about take your position, is that you got to take stuff out of your shelf, pose it up, and then put it back in the shelf. And I hate it. So I try to actually choose the figures where it doesn't really take too much of a process. Mind you, when we do these shows, I'll never pull something out that I already have displayed the way I want it. So I'm never doing that. So
I do the same, bro. I don't like rechanging that pose.
Yeah. So unless I really necessarily have to, but sometimes, I mean, the beauty of the show is the simple fact that we do find, you find it, that maybe changing up the pose is something that I needed to do. Especially if you want to make it look aesthetically great with everything else, it's like, okay, cool. Then I can kind of go back, repose, and do some different things. So yeah. But glad to be here, brother. Let's go.
Dude, thanks, man. It's gonna be a fun one. And Shane, 1-6-figure focus, first time on the channel, man. So you get a golf clap for that one. So dude, thanks for joining, man. How you doing?
Oh, good, man. Thank you for accepting my application and my visa and my criminal record background check. So
it was a pretty quick turnaround. I gotta
around
say.
the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I snuck in here. Thanks very much for having me. Looking forward to being part of the conversation as always. We had a good stream earlier on Collectors Lounge, and hopefully it's just more so.
Yeah. Dude, it's going to be another great one. So I'm excited. And guys, before we jump into this Queen Studios information, let's address the chat real fast. Tukathri in the house. Tukathri, what's up, gentlemen? Tukathri, how you doing, man? Lane Kramer in the house. Lane himself, the ladies' man, Lane Kramer. Lewis Lebitz, Dockinator. Hey, hope you all are having a wonderful night. Let's go. SRO. Dinesh in the house. Dinesh, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Thaya Garaja? I'm going to say that, Dinesh. We're going to go with that. 6 Scale Padawan. Hold my balls. There we go. Yo, everyone.
Nice.
Let's go. The usernames are just getting better and better.
They are.
Fat Batman's collecting Nightmare. What is up? Shane in the house. What's up, everyone? Bob Dylan. Let's see here. Joe Augustin. Dude, Joe, nice to have you, man. Primetime Reviews, DT Artman, Fugitive Predator Customs. Mike Fayella. What's up, Mike? Cam in the house, of course. Uncommon Flex, good for health. Linda, Pennywise's president of the fan club. That's Miss Linda there. Let's see. AJ Agrusa. AJ, hope everyone had a fantastic day. You as well, AJ. Hold my balls again. Hi Boo 127. Excited for the panel tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the kind words. Linda again. Lane Kramer. Jan Michael Jameer. Aloha everyone. Universal Key. Lewis said, did someone say Syracuse? Cam's collection. I think they did, Lewis. So you may have a new fan there, Cam.
There you go.
So, let's see. H Green. Let's see. Ashley Chase. Oh, Ash, what's up, man? How's it going? Borg Cube 1 of 2. The usernames, man. They just get crazier and crazier. Let's see. Carlos in the house. Micro PP, of course, bro. Of course, Carlos. Yeah. I know, bro. He no chill there. That Loki statue looks good. It really does, man. I'll tickle your bullocks, gentlemen. What's up, tickle your bullocks?
Oh my God.
Thanks so much. No one clip that, please. 6 Scale Padawan. Let's see. Bob Dylan said we need a scrotum channel to consolidate all the balls and bullocks profiles. Yeah, probably. We'll probably get one of those.
Sounds like a lot of testosterone in the chat.
It's a lot of it, dude. A lot. So, but I want to start sharing my screen a little bit because I want to share this with you guys. You guys probably saw this. This was actually the Queen Studios product launch they did earlier today, and it ran 11 hours ago. You can see it already has over 10,000 views. So that's pretty impressive for our realm. You know, they obviously got people's attention right now. And I just kind of want to honestly go through and scroll through and see kind of what we find. I watched all of it a little bit this morning and kind of saw a lot of the reveals. A lot of it were statues, not really too much 1/6 in terms of reveals, just more so of them saying, here's the licenses we have, here's what we're going to do, you know, XYZ, and I'll kind of get everyone's opinion on that. But I kind of want to start this Iron Spider life size. I know none of us are really into life size stuff. You know, it's very expensive, takes up a lot of space, but I'll start with you, Lou. Is this, you know, something that you think looks pretty cool? I don't know if this is something you would pick up. What do you think?
Man, if I get this, my wife will kill me. They're like, you got a life-size action figure? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Go buy a house. But if I was to get anything, 1-to-1 scale, life-size scales and stuff like that, it would be a Hulkbuster and this Spider-Man specifically, just because, you know, just having it in the daylight, you can see the light, and appreciate the textures and all that other stuff. And then at night, they can enjoy the light show. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's fun for any occasion, even in a disco. You get what I'm saying, brother? So let's just say this. You know, you can't pose it, but you can admire it, and that's what it's about. It's about admiring the suit, admiring the character, admiring the ingenuity that goes into something like this, especially with LED features. Just imagine how intricate it was to design it first and foremost, you know, and then you just look for a seam like okay, where's the stitching at? I know there's a button here. You know, you look for it, you know, and that's part of the fun. You know, we look for stuff like that. We look for flaws. We look for greatness in everything that we see. And this piece just screams greatness. Now, if Hot Toys can give me that into the small figure with the nice little lycra stretchy stuff, yeah, I'm all in.
That's how you do it, bro. That's how you do it. But Cam, man, what do you think of this life-size Iron Spider? I'm assuming I don't know if they announced the price for this, but I'm assuming somewhere around 12,000, something like that, because the Joker was about 12,000. He had rooted hair, so maybe this is a little bit less. Let's say at least 10, right? So this is for the crazy Spider-Man fans out there. So this is pretty intense. This is like halfway towards a really good car. So
yeah,
you know, it's been a pretty good car for that matter by itself. So, but Cam, what do you think about this, man? Are you impressed with this?
Yeah, I am, and I think crazy is an understatement. More like fanatic would probably be the word for somebody that buys this. Don't get it twisted. If I had the funds to purchase something like this, and I could put it in like an in-home movie theater or something like that, and you pairing it up with the Iron Man suit, because if I can afford this, I'm pretty sure I can afford one more. You know what I'm saying? So I would have both of these in there. I think every detail on it is seamless, honestly, and they did a great job. Because it is actual size. So if that's something you're looking for and that's something you want to put in your collection, more power to you, But for me, no. Because if that was the case, just like Glue, what I'd be doing is I'd probably be sleeping with the Spider-Man. He'd be laying in my bed because my wife would have left me and been gone.
Yeah, she'd have been gone, bro.
Yeah. She'd be like, you and your Spider-Man can go get a room. Y'all go have it.
Y'all are good. I'm leaving.
Y'all are good.
I'm out.
But yeah, it's amazing, man. They did a great job.
Yeah, it's really amazing, man. Like this is for the Marrying Millions crowd. So if anyone's seen that show on Lifetime / Hulu, that's for the rich crowd out there who have a lot of money to just kind of make it rain out there. So that's what they do. So this Spider-Man's kind of in that realm. But Shane, what do you think, man? Do you think this is a good a piece for Queen Studios here? Do you guys like that they're doing life-size pieces? I know they're not for us, but do you think it's cool they're stepping kind of outside of the normal realm of like Hot Toys or Prime One or whatever?
Oh, I've already got this, man. No, seriously.
So you got it.
It's just there.
Oh, you just shrunk it down.
Yep, there
Use
you go.
pin particles
There
on
you
it.
go.
That's
I
right.
got you. Yeah.
Okay.
No biggie. Okay, I'll start off with Keith. This I don't know, 6 scale Padawan was asking in the chat, how much does this cost? One relationship, Keith. This will cost you one relationship.
Your
That's
life.
just the deposit. That is just the deposit. Man, I'm guessing this costs about just under $10,000 or something nuts.
Right.
No, I don't have the money or I don't have the space for this. Even if I could afford it, where am I going to put it? I have nowhere to put this. This is just a straight out easy pass. It looks phenomenal. This is something that I would go to see and admire and take a photo at an expo, but not something I want in my house. Like, maybe I would like it in my house if I had like proper space. But this is kind of, for me, these are the people that don't ask the price. That's like, if you have to ask the price, they probably can't afford it. Like, so the people who get these things are people who just get it. They don't have to worry about the price, and they've got like a whole basement museum of their own to display this. Looks phenomenal. Something I'd admire from afar.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Leo, man, I know you and Toy are gonna be picking this up any day now. So this will be coming to the collection room. So you're gonna be a 1-to-1 man soon, life-size man.
Yeah, right. So, that's never going down.
So what do you think, Leo? Do you like the piece though?
I'm kind of torn because I think here I like the attempt, put it that way. For those who like the life-size scale characters and figures, that's fine. I think I'm just looking for something else. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like the suit we've seen before. You know what I mean? So it's not as enticing to me to look at it in a life-size scale because I know we already have the 6 scale version of it. If you have the IP, if you have a license, I just want to kind of see him play around with something else. Maybe another figure, another rendition of the figure, of the character. I just think that I've seen this before. You know what I mean? It's like one of the things where I'm constantly seeing this version, the Iron Spider. We didn't get this much, with the classic or the original suit, from, Homecoming. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot when it comes to this particular suit. So, even though it's, the ingenuity aesthetics is great, not for me. And it's not, even if I had the money, definitely I would never get a life-size statue because it's just not something in my wheelhouse. Again, like, everybody else, you shrink it down. I'm cool with it. But I just want to see something different, slightly different, you know what I mean, than just this. But it's not taken away from the craftsmanship of the actual statue itself. And it's not to say that it's not a beautiful piece. Just definitely not something for me.
Yeah. It's kind of like Leo, that life-size Alita. It's beautiful. It's great to admire from afar, but
but definitely won't be in my home. I won't. Yeah. It's just, again, they make it for people that, can, that pockets are never empty. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and this is like money is no object, you know, for them. So, but yeah, not for me. Definitely not for me.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
I got a question. You guys can see this being, bought and purchased by a shopkeep, someone who owns a comic book store or a collectible store, and just at the window, because this is similar to what I usually see in Forbidden Planet in New York, where they had the exoskeleton of the endoskeleton of Terminator. So take that for what you will. You know what I mean? And
for sure, but like for me, buying this would take up like my whole year's budget. So I mean, like, it would be pretty insane. So like that would be something where you'd have to be trading in and out a lot. So you guys are right on, I think, when you're saying this is a different market they're going for. They might only make like 100 of these, or it's the higher you get in price, the more the market shrinks. So
but then, like H Green said, he said for him it's more about Spider-Man needing to be in a dynamic pose than just standing.
Yeah,
I mean, when you have Spider-Man and you're talking about Spider-Man, I mean, have him in his stance. It would be more appealing to me if you did something like that rather than just have him standing straight up, because you can I can do that with a 6-scale figure.
Yeah, you can. Yep.
You know what I mean? What with this is just like, it's something different. This, I don't know. I guess when it comes to like your life-size statues, I guess they just want to keep it in like more of a character museum-esque type of pose. Then not for me. Definitely.
And the lean back is a little much for me. It's almost a little exaggerated.
Yeah,
like he's leaning. It's almost like a mannequin kind of. So
yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah,
like if you're walking in the store, you want to see how it looks on a mannequin. There you go.
Right. It's kind of like with the mannequin that you see in like a clothing store. They have a slight lean to them or something, right? To have a little bit of personality. I guess that's kind of what they're going for here, but it's like, that's what I'm kind of conflicted on too, Leo. And I don't love the Iron Spider suit. It's okay. Like I like it, but it's not like my favorite or anything. But put him in a dynamic pose. Yeah, if you're gonna make a statue of Spidey, you might as well make him dynamic, because that's one of the limitations of the figures. So if you're gonna get a statue, that'd be kind of cool. So
I mean, if you had like a John Wick, or if you had like a Neo, just standing with a gun, pose, which they won't do because of course they can't have guns. But I mean, if you have, which is stupid, but if you have, pretty much, the figures where that they are more dynamic, they need to lean more to that. You know what I mean? Rather than just character pose that really, I don't stand like that on a good day. You know what I mean? so yeah,
perfect posture.
Yeah, perfect posture, like superhero pose, like straight up. You know what I mean? Like, nah.
Yeah,
he looks like he's walking across the gym and he has 2 dumbbells in his hand and he's about to bring them over.
Right,
chest out. He doesn't want to put his disc out,
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
He looks like he's getting ready to accept a reward. That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Before we move on to the next topic, DJ Ann, thanks so much, DJ Ann. He said, I want a life-size bucket of cash. Don't we all, DJ?
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Don't we all, bro? Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, all you gotta do is win the lottery and you're golden. So it's doable. But guys, I want to move on to the next product here. They showed a couple different things. They really were on like a Spider-Man. They had a Spider-Man kick going on here. This is actually something they had shown. This has been actually out for a while. This is the Spider-Man from Civil War. So in that 1/4 scale pose. This one though, I kind of wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Because this is a real
Spider-Verse
more
like it.
Yeah. Leo, would you get this? This looks like 1/4 scale.
Hell yeah, man. Okay. Oh my God. Yes.
Because this is the dynamism you're talking about.
Yeah, this is what I would want. And the thing is, if you look at the base, it looks like that base lights up a tad bit.
It does.
You know what I mean? And it again, this is what I'm talking about. It has more presence. I would definitely get this. It's a no-brainer. I mean, if you look at it, the detail, that right there is straight off of a cover. I think the aesthetics on that is incredible. Like the poses are they lean more towards. I mean, it something that I've just been tackling this week with pretty much all the poses for Spider-Man. Like, I mean, hell yeah, this is a definite no-brainer. I would in a heartbeat, like, because I just love it. I love the way it looks. So this is what this is what it's all about. Like, that is what it's all about. And the base, this leans a lot towards it as well. So yeah, I love it. I love this piece, man.
Yeah. What do you think, Cam? I don't know how big of a Spider-Man guy you are, but is this something you consider picking up depending on the price? I would assume it'd probably be like a little over 1,000, maybe.
Yeah. Probably not. It's like, no. And it's
The
only
wife likes
because
it for that one too, bro.
so it's not. I wouldn't say it's the price on this one because I think aesthetically it looks great. You know, the way they're in action and in movement, it kind of it brings the statue to life. You know, and that's what we want. We don't want just like we saw the 1-to-1 scale Spider-Man, Iron Spider. He's just like straight up. You know, it's like I'm not gonna be able to pose him. I can't make him look like he's coming to life unless I light his eyes up. That's it. You know, so.
Yeah.
With this one, this kind of it's adding elements to this statue, you know, by having them all in movement right now. And I mean, I think that's something that everyone does look for when they do purchase certain figures as well as statues. I mean, for me, I'm not in the statue game. I'm still in the 6 scale, but if I were to purchase one, I would definitely go for this for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think, Lou? I know you're a big Spider-Man guy. Like, what do you think about this, man? I don't know if you're big in the statue game because you like posing and interacting with your figures, but this is pretty cool, no? Oh, Lou, I think you might be muted.
I'm here. I'm
there we go.
Gamer headset.
Oh, nice. There we go.
So Mario is gonna kick my butt. He's gonna come after me again, and you're like, I told you I'm gonna get you. See, here's the thing. I appreciate statues. I can admire them for what they are. They're a 3D representation of what we usually see on a comic book cover or a poster or something, you know. And I could recreate this with my figures. But here's the thing. If I was in the game, I would definitely get this. But space plays a factor.
Yeah.
Location plays a factor because you don't want this out in the sun. You want this in a nice place where it's like very dim lighted, so that way the light up feature with this base can stand out.
Yeah.
So like I would if I could, but I can't. And so I'm struggling just to get more 6 scale stuff. So it's like to get something here with a higher price tag, it's just like a swift kick and you know what I'm saying? So but it's beautiful though. It's beautiful though. You can't. I'm a big Spider-Man fan. Like just like majority of us here, you know, Lael, Cams, Focus. We all love Spider-Man. It's just something about posing the figures. You know what I mean? But statues though, I could admire it, appreciate it, and look at it for hours on end. And I think that's the whole thing. See, look, he says, "I got you."
Mario's got you, bro. Mario's got you.
Yeah, See, but I would be all in to get this if I had the space and if I could get the blessing from the missus, because you know I already take up a lot of real estate. So
yeah, I got you, man. So Shane, what about you, man? I know you're a figure guy, but how do you feel about this statue, man? It's pretty cool.
It is 100% like the design, and I do admire like the creativity and the engineering and just the artistic license that goes into this, like, but I just don't collect statues, and it's one of those things. It's just an easy pass because it's just I don't collect statues. It's going to take up a lot of space. And it's a wallet killer, I'd imagine. But I just want to add to that, like, if there was a statue that was to really draw me in and go, you know, maybe I will, you know, dip a toe in there. This isn't the one that would do it, but it's not taking away from anything about it. It still looks cool, like, you know, it's very well crafted, obviously light up base and everything. But yeah, it's it'd be an easy pass for me.
Nice. Well, hey, for me too, man. But so I can respect the Spidey love out there. And this is our boy John advertising the one half scale Captain America. And I know we've talked about this one a pretty good amount. I'm pretty sure no one here is going to end up with this one. But I mean, it's still a pretty cool statue. I do feel like it looks really good, but sometimes when I look at the face sculpt, I feel a little bit kind of conflicted about it. But one thing I do think is pretty cool is maybe checking out this Captain America from the Winter Soldier. This one is actually quarter scale. So I think more people are probably going to be interested in this one. And I think the suit is pretty unique. That's what I really like about it. So I'll start with you again, on this one, layout. What do you think about this Captain America quarter scale?
I like it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, you know, it looks great. You know, they are actually taking away from the Winter Soldier with this suit. Would I get it? No. Again, I'm very extremely selective about the statues that I choose.
Yeah.
It just has to say something, and I don't get a lot of statues. I mean, I love my 1/6 scale figures. I love posing them. and recreating that way. But this, again, there's only certain things. Like the reason why I gravitated towards that, quarter scale Spider-Man statues, because it's more comic book accurate. It has nothing to do with the film IP. Whereas we're constantly seeing these particular figures or these statues that are dropping that are more equated towards the cinematic version of the film, less on, the comic accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's definitely a pass. I wouldn't get it. I mean, again, it's not taken away from everyone else. It's just it's not something that I would go for.
Gotcha. So, and Cam, what about you, man? With this statue, like, do you like how it looks so far with this Captain America? It is a pretty unique suit. So,
yeah. I mean, honestly, it's my favorite suit that he wore, like today. Period. Next to the Sam Wilson version, but this Chris Evans version, this is probably my favorite one. Oh my God, Thor almost died. Okay, so I mean, I love the suit. It looks great. Definitely something I would not get. But like Lil was saying earlier, we see the same things done over and over. I would love to see them kind of switch it up and have like different figures that people wouldn't expect to see out there as well. I mean, I'm pretty sure they do that because they know the popularity and they know this is going to sell because a lot of people are fans of the MCU, Chris Evans version of Captain America. So cool. But I would just love to see something different, also in the same aspect as well.
Right. Because this is a pretty, straightforward walking pose, which you could probably pull off with a figure fairly easily. So I think a lot of people will do that. So, but no doubt it's beautiful and hopefully it's pretty reasonably priced. Yeah, that's, for sure. So, Shane, what about you? I know you're not a statue collector, but what do you think about this Captain America, man?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's probably nothing that you're going to show me today from this showcase. Sorry, I don't finish the sentence. There's nothing that, like, I watched some of this earlier on, and there's probably nothing that you're going to show me today that I won't admire. Like, in terms of like accuracy and detail and like paint applications, the sculpts, like, they're all going to look amazing. They're just a very, very high level when it comes to producing these products. Like, yeah, not a statue collector. If I was to get a Captain America statue, it wouldn't be this one. My favorite one is actually the Endgame cap suit, and that's the only 6-scale figure that I have from Captain America. The Endgame cap, and the reason I went for that one is because of my favorite suit, A, but B, it does the scales look of it and the star and stuff does kind of draw reference from a suit he wore in the comic books as well. So it's like you're ticking two boxes, and I've noticed the MCU have started to do this. Maybe they were always doing it, but the final suit for Tony, that color code with the golden arms and thigh section, that harkens back to the look in the comic book. The Endgame cap does it. The black and gold suit that Black Widow wore in her solo film, again, harkens back to the comic book. So you're not only getting the figure itself from the MCU, but you're getting a little bit of a hint of a respect, a nod to the comic book accuracy. It's not a direct lift, but it's a nod. So going back to this, yeah, if I was to get a quarter scale Captain America statue, I'd probably go for like the Endgame one because it's my favorite suit. But again, this still looks good. There's probably nothing you're going to show me today that I'd be like, oh my God, that's offensive. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Now on Leil's stream earlier on, they showed us that US agent, and I was like, nah, I was having none of it. But but there's a big difference between a third party and Queen Studio with quarter scale statue.
Yeah, for sure, bro. And before I get to you, Lou, on this one, Carlos said I would get any of these in 1/3. Carlos is a big 1/3 man, bro. So he loves his 1/3 statue. So thanks so much, Carlos. Appreciate it, man. I love 1/3 also. So I like quarter scale, 1/3, 1/2. I like them all pretty much. But Lou, man, round out this discussion for us. What do you think about this Captain America?
Well, this Captain America looks amazing, man. It's beautifully detailed. Can't say anything wrong when it comes to Queen Studios when you see a product in hand. You know what I mean? Unless it's really bad, and it's everything has a hit and miss. But this looks like a hit, in my opinion. And to go back to what Focus was saying, comic book representation. This right here, if you just swap the head, if there was a possible deluxe edition with a swappable portrait, you can get a Commander Rogers, like you see in the comics. This is a Commander Rogers outfit. This is one of the most popular looks for Captain America when he just, doesn't have his costume. He's not Captain America no more. He's just doing his thing behind the scenes with S.H.I.E.L.D. And it's a beautiful piece, though. It's a beautiful piece, but not for me, man. You know, it's not for me.
I know.
If it's a Ninja Turtle, maybe.
That's your speedboat, Ninja Turtle. It's got to be that.
Put the shield on his back. He could be a turtle.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
There you
Paint
go.
him green. You're good.
There
you go.
So, but yeah,
Oh, then he'll be Hydra.
That's true. Guys, since we mostly have like figure collectors here, I want to kind of change gears a little bit because there's a lot that Queen Studios showed in the product reveal, and mostly they just kind of showed more of their Joker, kind of what the behind the scenes process is going to be. They showed obviously that they're going to do some Lord of the Rings stuff, so which we already knew. But what's interesting is they have the license for Fellowship of the Ring, and they also have the license for like the Hobbit films. So it'll be interesting to see if they get the license for the other Lord of the Rings films, because I think that's what people are going to, but Fellowship would work fine. As long as you're making these 4, I think you're going to be fine. If they make a Sauron, that would also be a really, really good choice, I feel like, if they can make that. But there's a lot of, I think, IPs that from Warner Bros. that they showed right at the tail end of the stream that I want to get people's thoughts on. I'm sure you guys probably saw this, but is there anything that they showed, like sort of IP, that really jumps out to you? Like, Lou, I can go through this real quick. Is there any sort of IP that you're excited about that they're going to make?
Like, all the Transformers look phenomenal, man. Bumblebee, yo, give me everything from Bumblebee. I'm going to just keep it like that. Bumblebee, keep me everything from Bumblebee. Lord of the Rings, here and take The Matrix, Reloaded. Give me those. Revolution, yeah, give me those. Now they can keep that one. I don't want that one. But,
yeah, they got Hobbit stuff, so I don't know how that.
I'm not much of a Hobbit dude. Like for Lord of the Rings, I'm still catching up. Catching up. It's a long films, and you have to like sit there and watch. Like, it's a good thing, you know, pause and go to the bathroom, eat, come back, play again. But it's wow. Westworld. See, now Westworld. I'm watching Westworld right now. Give me everything Westworld. Suicide Squad, Injustice. Give me Injustice. Go back to Injustice.
Yeah, and they got Injustice. So they got video games, obviously.
That's crazy. Wow.
But it's the statues though, right?
I see. I don't know. I mean, it could be 6 scale, because I think a lot of these are going to be 6 scale, Leo.
Okay.
So like Black Adam.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Like
Super Pets.
Super Pets.
Super Pets.
Oh,
that's the one everyone wants, bro.
Oh, hell no.
Flash, the Batman. So they got a lot. And Suicide Squad, the original. I don't know if anyone's going to want that, but the Suicide Squad, sure. But see that? Hey.
That was it. That was it right there.
And
he's like,
voila, chapter 2 also. So, it's never going to end, baby. It never
so they don't
ends.
know if it's statues or 6 scale. We don't know that.
Yeah, we don't. But I think a lot of these are going to be 6 scale. I think they have the license to pretty much make whatever scale they want, it seems like. So I think you're going to see a lot of these lay out in 6 scale. Is there anything jumping out to you that would, maybe Injustice that you would want to see in 6 scale?
See, the thing is, the reason why I think Injustice won't be 6 scale is because, again, it's only popular pretty much in the game world. Yeah, I mean, it's a game IP. The books is phenomenal, but it is definitely a game IP. I don't think that it would be something that they would, I could be wrong, but I just don't see something like that. I mean, I don't see him going after something like that in 1 6 scale form. I could see it more as a statue, quarter scale statue, even a 1 6 scale. You know what I mean? I might even do that as a statue, but yeah, I don't know. Wouldn't put it past them, but I don't know. I doubt it. I really doubt it. But it would be interested in basically seeing it as a statue, and if they would pull it off well, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, it would be pretty cool. One thing I do want people to recognize is that they are going to make a Back to the Future DeLorean, which it seems like they're going to make from part 1. So, another one from Hot Toys that's coming out is actually from the second Back to the Future film. So it's a little bit different. So is this something any of you guys would consider picking up? Leo, I can jump back to you real quick with the DeLorean. Would you care to go get the Queen first version? Or are you going to maybe get the second version or none at all from Hot Toys?
Man, I got to get the figures first. Like straight up. Like if I was to do that, I would definitely have to get a figure. I mean, it's what's the point in me having a DeLorean sitting around my house if I don't even have Marty and Doc? You know what I mean? So I would definitely have to get the figures first. So I would want to see that. before I basically jumped the gun on anything in this, on this magnitude. But I don't know. It'd be interesting. Again, competition's out there. They have the license. Hot Toys has the license. It's gonna be interesting to see, man. Like this is gonna be a royale for real.
It is, bro. It is. And Shane, what about you, man? How you feeling about this? Would DeLorean appeal to you?
No, straight out pass. It's just again, like I'm not the biggest Back to the Future fan. I've watched the movies. They're great watches. They're very enjoyable. I saw them as a kid. I've rewatched them multiple times. But no, it's gonna be. I don't collect Back to the Future. Like I don't love the movie trilogy enough to justify dropping that kind of cash. There'd be other things that I would gravitate towards. Tell you one thing I did notice though.
Yeah,
I love Transformers, but when I say Transformers, I didn't like the movies at all. I wasn't a fan at all. When I think Transformers, I think like the 80s cartoon, like Generation 1.
Classic.
Like
Gen
classic,
1. Yeah, Gen 1.
But I noticed that they had Bumblebee there, and like the first 10 minutes of Bumblebee on Cybertron was pretty much what I wanted Transformers to be. Because they looked like the Autobots looked like the way they did in the cartoon. Like so, if they did 6 scale them now, I would definitely throw an eye there. And I would also take out a bank loan.
You'd have to, bro. You'd have to. But yeah, there it is. They showed the Bumblebee. So,
but that could be like quarter scale statues or anything like. You know, so
yeah, it could be, man. It could be absolutely. But is there anything else, Shane, that jumped out to you in these properties like Game of Thrones or It or anything like Lord of the Rings?
No, I won't collect Lord of the Rings. Probably won't collect It or Game of Thrones. That was the one that stood out to me. Obviously, the obvious one I was, looking at the Joker footage that I'd seen already. But no, there's nothing really there that really stood out. Was kind of going, all right. Actually, sorry, I lie. Big Matrix fan. Particularly the first one, obviously groundbreaking stuff. Can watch that. I think it's a 5-star film. I can watch that no matter what mood I'm in, and always hit the spot. I still get that chills when Morpheus says, he's starting to believe, or when Neo's about to run up the stairs, he turns around and goes, "No, I'm going to give this a shot." That's just every single time, just nails it. So if they're 6 scale figures, I would definitely have a good look at them. That'd be like, this just got interesting. And Morpheus, you know what I mean? A Carrie-Anne Moss Trinity. Just Neo with the coat. Oh yeah. That's a game changer. Yeah. Smith.
Give me Mr. Smith, yeah.
So I will definitely, but in terms of the in terms of the kind of the resurrection, no.
No, none of that.
No. Exactly. Some things don't need to be resurrected.
I think like literally, man, we would be probably more enticed to buy certain things. I think it's just, here's the thing, and it's not that they're not killing it, because they are, and I'm so glad that there's competition out there and that there's other options. I think the problem is that we're seeing some of the same things over and over again, just rehashed from different companies. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if they show something different that would say, spark your interest, I mean, it's okay to say, okay, well, we'll have these IPs, we'll have that IP, we'll have this, we'll have that, but you're not showing us anything other than just names. You know what I mean? And it more than likely will be something that we've already seen. You know what I mean? So I think that's where I'm at. Like, of course I gravitated to the, the 1/6 scale Joker because, we talked about it. I've wanted that thing for the longest time. So, but it's just like, they got to show me something else different that would, the interest has to be somewhere else. I mean, and here's the company. I understand that they're going to gravitate to what's popular. You know what I mean? And they're starting down this realm, so they want to go with what's popular first to kind of build up that credibility. You know what I mean? And then they'll actually go somewhere else. But I think that's one of the biggest things is like when you see it, it's like, I've seen it before, probably through another company. You know what I mean? So I know it's that. There's variety of this, but give us something kind of different, and then we could probably have that conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was the Suicide Squad, like the James Gunn Suicide Squad, on that list?
Yeah, it was.
We don't know if it's statues or 1/6 or anything. Now, if that's 1/6 scale, and like then you open up like everyone wants that red dress Harley.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
everybody would definitely want that. So give me the red dress Harley, and I'm
Bloodsport.
all in. Yeah.
Yo, Mario, what's up, Beard
So,
Hey,
God?
Mario.
Hello there.
What
Good day,
up,
gents.
man?
What's up, bro?
Did you
What's
pick up
happening,
any
man?
women at the convention that you toured us on? Because you seem to be.
Yeah, all of them, bro. Just took a nice like shower, man. Kicked everybody out, and I was like, "Yo, I got to stream. Y'all got to get the hell out of here."
It was that beard. It was that beard, bro. It was beard. The
Yeah,
ladies couldn't
man.
resist. They know
That's
this.
how, you know how it goes, bro.
Yeah, I
Growing
do,
up, do
man,
find out.
I know. Well, I can't grow a beard, so not
Yeah,
well.
you
Anyway.
can. Yes, you can.
Not like you, man.
Don't doubt yourself,
Well,
bro.
because every time I grow it, I'm like, it's not gonna be as good as Lael's and Mario's. So, and even Cam, bro. Like, what the, and Lou, what the fuck is this? Like, Shane and I, man, we just
I
not
put my
have to
fingers
part
in my
of
bed, bro.
Yeah.
Fingers in my bed.
Hey, Lou. So how many statues you pre-order today, bro?
I didn't pre-order nothing for you, brother.
Get out of here, my man. Why are you drooling over that Spider-Man, dude? Come on, now.
I was. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. Listen. There's a bunch of statues I would love to get my hands on, but it's space, it's money, and happy wife, happy life kind of scenario. You get what I'm saying? Like Leo knows he can speak on that.
You mentioned too that the other day, I think I heard you on Leo's stream mentioning that she's a fan of the sideshow Storm as well, right?
Yeah.
So
Just
that can
Storm
also
in
be
general.
happy wife, right? I mean, happy wife, that he can equate to happy life.
But
That's a
the
win-win,
only
bro.
Exception. That's the only exception. See, I gotta see if I can muscle it. If I can muscle it and it's it doesn't take up too much space, it will have to take up my space for my stuff for her to appreciate it. But she's not one to like look at it and be like, yeah. She'll walk past it every day and be like this. Oh, my man got me this.
I don't know, man. You never know until you find out, bro.
That's true too, but then again, she does love cosplaying as Storm. So it may happen. But my last Ronin statue is going to be the one that I'm getting, and that's that. You know what I mean? That's the one and done. Just click, click, click. I'm not doing no more. But then I saw the other turtles. I'm like this. Y'all guys are demons. Y'all guys are really trying to get me out of my element. It's like seriously.
Yeah.
But real quick, back to Queen Studios. I'm really would look forward to see some Harry Potter stuff. I'm a Harry Potter.
Yeah, they're gonna make Harry Potter 6 scale. Yeah.
And I would love to get some for my wife. She would love those. She's like, if you could get me Harry Potter stuff, babe, oh yeah, I'll be happy. And she knows me. I'm into like taking a lot of my effects and doing shots with it and stuff. So like I could get her whichever one she wants and she'll be happy. I know if she gets the 3 young kids versions versus them as adults, she'll be fine. You gotta have Hermione, you gotta get everybody. You gotta get everybody. So
yeah.
Will, you going in on the It stuff?
Dude, I'm thinking about it, man. It just depends what scale it is. Because if they make
doesn't matter. It's Queen Studios, bro.
It is, bro. But I have the Prime 1 half scale already, and I have the Hot Toys, so it's kind of like, eh. But if they make a quarter scale Pennywise in a unique pose, I don't rule it out. So, it could be a thing.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you never know. I'm a man of taste, so
yeah. Queen Studios make a Pennywise with the spider arms and the freaking light in the mouth with all the teeth spinning in circles, please. And he'll buy it. He will buy it.
Wow.
Yeah, that dude. If they made a 6 scale with rooted hair or something, and they gave us like the Deadlight sculpt that you could swap out, that would be something that's different from Hot Toys, right? So I would go for that. But Harry Potter, I think, will be pretty interesting. The only thing I'm worried about with Harry Potter is that, like, look at the Fantastic Beasts figures. Like, those things did not. I mean, they're not Harry Potter, but they're still in that universe. Those things did not sell. So I'm wondering if maybe Queen Studios is going to do Harry Potter, but it's not like, I don't know if Harry Potter collectors buy these type of figures. I don't know. Not in mass anyway. You know what I mean?
No,
well,
it's
you think it could be because of they're not getting the quality that they think they deserve? I mean, as far as
with
like
Star
the
Race
and everything. Yeah,
maybe,
if you get somebody like Queen Studios to actually step up to the plate and deliver something high end to these collectors, you might see something. You know?
100%.
I know it's definitely going to be like that with the Lord of the Rings, man. Because Asmus, they're doing their thing. To me, they're a bit of a hit and miss.
Right.
But I'm telling you, dude, I love Lord of the Rings as well. I mean, they're probably in my top 3. If Queen Studios can come out with these in 6 scale, I mean, that's gonna be hard to resist. To be honest.
Yeah. I agree, man. I think the one that most excited me was probably the Game of Thrones. EVO 3.0 has done some pretty good work overall with those. You know, they're not fantastic, but I think they're kind of in line with Asmus Mario in that they're very hit or miss. Like
exactly,
sometimes they're really good and sometimes they're just not.
Because 3-0 mainly do like great when it comes to creatures.
Yeah,
like
Transformers.
Transformers too.
Yeah,
They were
Transformers. Yeah,
their Transformers are really good. They even did Walter White very well. Yeah, Walter White was really good.
Yeah.
So,
but it is what it is. It's monsters, man. Like their Demogorgon is fire. Can't wait.
If that thing could stand, that's the only problem. Like,
yeah, but you know what? Majority of the time, you can have your figures in stands anyway.
Right.
That's the thing. If you have it in your cabinets, you're always gonna have a stand on it. I just wish they chose a different type of stand.
Right.
So.
And Cam, is there anything on this list for you, man, that really jumps out to you that you'd wanted to see?
Yeah, man. So, you know, I only collect Marvel, but I'm stepping out of my boundaries a little bit because I'm enjoying a lot of the DC things that they're dropping. So I'm excited to see that Aquaman Lost Kingdom. If we can get that Jason Momoa and 6 scale with rooted hair, I think in that like rainbow colored suit would be super dope. Or even if we could get with the Black Adam movie, either a Dwayne Johnson or either a Hawkman in 6 scale. I think that'd be really cool to see, you know, because that'd be something different, I think, because I feel like Hawkman's suit dynamics are kind of close to the Vulture, and I'm pretty sure we're probably never going to see that with Hot Toys, you know. So being able to see something like that whipped out by Queen, I think it'd be really cool. Something different for sure.
Yeah, I think so too, man. And do you guys have any fear of that? Like Queen is tackling things that we haven't really seen super well done, but is there maybe a reason for that? Like, do you think these IPs are strong enough to keep them afloat? Because I don't know, like with Hot Toys, like they have Marvel and Star Wars, and those are the two biggest IPs in the world right now. So I don't know. Lord of the Rings is great, but like Optical was telling me, like it's such a classic trilogy, but it is like 20 years old. So it's, you know, it's not exactly current. And like they have a lot of things like,
Star Wars is 40 years old plus,
but Star Wars is still active
as well.
You know what I mean? Like Lord of the Rings has a show coming out, but you know, it's whether it's good or not is the question. So Lord of the Rings doesn't have necessarily like the steam that Star Wars has. So I mean, you know, but I love Lord of the Rings as much as anybody, but I'm just wondering, like with current IPs like Dune and things like that, like is that going to be enough to sustain their 1/6 line? You know what I mean? Do you guys have any, Mario? Do you have any thoughts on that?
I don't believe so. I don't think Dune is one of those niche IPs. I think I haven't seen the movie yet. I mean, I'm hearing nothing but, you know, the best from it.
Yeah.
But I just don't see like, I mean, out of you guys that seen it here, do you guys actually want, you know, collectibles from that movie?
A couple. I'll take a couple of them. You know what I mean? Like some of the characters just stand out for me. You know what I mean? So having like another dystopian kind of future-esque, you know, somewhere in space kind of, you know, representation on the shelf is nice because, you know, if we got a Mad Max figure, everybody will jump on it, correct? You know, and this
I probably would. Yeah,
different. It's kind of different.
And
but
Furiosa,
Furiosa. There you go. So you got different, you know, tastes for different strokes for different folks. You get what I'm saying? Different strokes. Not everybody's a Turtle fan, but they can appreciate it. You know what I mean? Not everybody's a Dune fan, but they can appreciate it. But if they see a figure that maybe just screams them like an Oscar Isaac head sculpt, or you know, something that just draws you to, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I need this.
Yeah,
let me put it there. And that's how all of us are. We're like we it's like if we go into food, like we visually eat with our eyes. And then we'll have it in front of us and like, okay, yeah, we can't finish this plate, but some of us are forced to because that's how we were brought up. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes to these collectibles, you know, if we're gonna go all in, we go all in. And if we cherry pick, we cherry pick. But it's going to be something there for someone. Like Westworld, not everybody's seen Westworld. It's different. But I want to go into it because it has two of my favorite genres, and that's cowboys and samurai. For those who don't know what that is, watch the show. It's good.
Watch the show, but I would say watch the classic first, then watch this, just to kind of get a better understanding as to where they're going with it. But I don't know. I mean, I think the thing is, I mean, you asked a good question. You know, with the IPs, you know, that they choose sustain their relevance. You know what I mean? Is, you know, just choosing what they have, and it's not. I mean, look, they could choose the IPs. It's fine, but I think it's more even about giving us variances, giving us variety within the IP, and not just sticking to constantly the main characters. just doing different things. I mean, the problem with that is it's just a double-edged sword. You have to stick to what's popping, what's popular in order for you to have a level of sustainability. But at the same time, it's just like when there's so many choices out there, with the same IP, you're giving people those choices and you haven't really shown people, okay, yes, you can choose certain things, statues, figures, and kind of give your interpretation and make it look better. And I'm pretty sure you could, but how long are you going to actually carry on with that same narrative? I think at some point you're going to try to do or want to do something different. You know what I mean? If you're saying that you're going to actually jump down the injustice, then give us some 6-scale figures, give us that interpretation. Let me see something different. If you're going with, the Suicide Squad, give us every character from the Suicide Squad so we can see it. You know what I mean? Don't just tap into just one, figure, you know what I mean?
Harley.
Because then it's a Harley. Well, I mean, even if because I'm surprised we haven't even gotten a Harley yet. You know what I mean? So if we get that red suit, I mean, the red dress Harley, I mean, just do it well. But I just think that, I mean, they need to, again, innovation is such a big thing. And it's not to take, here's the thing. I'm not taking away from what Queen Studios can do because they create some incredible pieces and we know they can, and we know what they're capable of. But, and then they're just starting to tackle the 1/6 scale market. We know that. But I mean, don't cheat yourself. I mean, if you have these IPs, then, really tackle the IP. But I just wondering if they're given a list of what they're allowed to make, what they should make, and what the company wants to see them make. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, I just think that there needs to be more variety. And then it would definitely be more appealing. And hell, look, if Queens were to actually gain like a Star Wars IP, I'd be in it all because that's just my thing. You know what I mean? And I would want to see them play around with that. Hopefully, I mean, if they got it, they would give us a Padme or give us some of the figures that we haven't actually gotten before. But again, I just think it's a tough space to be in because you just don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if doing this, is going to continue to gauge eyes and gauge interest. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but so far they're doing pretty good. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah. What's funny is that we asked for a variety of different things, but did you guys see all the results of those polls? It's all Batman. I mean,
it was sad.
They
were
the
same thing.
Over and over again, man. So it's like, what are we actually going to do? So like I think it's best for the actual studio to give us stuff rather than ask us what they want or ask us what we want. You know what I mean? I'm kind of more of like on that side, especially at first. I mean, I understand them wanting to reach out to the community and say, okay, what do you guys want? We'll try to go after these licenses. But at the same time, for those that are crying for something different, seem to get shunned out by those that want pretty much the same thing that we've already seen over and over again. So that's why I wouldn't mind like Queen Studios actually taking the initiative to, okay, we're going to give you this, we're going to give you this, and just see what the market actually does.
Yeah. I agree.
Like if they actually said, okay, we're going to show you the prototypes of this particular figure or this figure or that figure, and then vote based on what you see and not just saying, okay, I would like to see it, but just give us a couple prototypes. I mean, you could do that. I mean, you can afford to do that. It's not if the prototype doesn't move and it doesn't gauge the eye or gain the interest or numbers, then after that, boom, you don't have to release it. You don't have to do, have a production run on it. But just, put it out there to see what people think. You know what I mean? I think that would work.
Yeah, I get what you mean. What do you guys think about this? So Shane, how do you feel about this, man? Do you think these IPs from the Warner Bros. Line is sustainable for NR? Like, is it good enough to keep them rolling?
I think they're going to have to kind of continue the way that they started. Like, they picked that Joker for a reason, man.
Right.
It's just a popular character.
That's their big ticket.
From like, arguably the best version of it. I know that's, again, look, it's very, very popular. It's a very, very popular performance, let's just say, from a very popular trilogy, very popular movie. Like, they're kind of going, right, it's not just that, like, the first one's so important for them to bring in money to sell enough to fund future projects. But also the hype. Like, if they nail that, if the real thing is as good as a prototype, that's advertising for them as well. So people are like, okay, I'm a bit more on board here. The likes of Lord of the Rings, like, yeah, it mightn't be as big as Star Wars, but Lord of the Rings is still massive. Like, so I do think they have made a good decision by unveiling some of the 6 scale characters set from Lord of the Rings that they intend to do, because Lord of the Rings is still, it's still pretty huge, so they can sustain themselves if they cherry pick, I think. And I don't think them going off in a niche characters and putting all the R&D into them is going to be enough to sustain a business model, to be honest. I think they're going to have to do the some of the popular ones, the kind of the safe bets, the gimmies, the likes of Lord of the Rings, the Joker. Maybe they go in and do a Neo from the original Matrix film, or maybe do a Harley Quinn, whatever. Then eventually, when they've a bit more, build up a portfolio of figures and they have established themselves as if they're providing that high end and the products match the prototypes, then they can kind of go, right, we're going to do a little niche figure here and there and gradually do it. I mean, that's I'm just trying to make sense of it, because if they imagine them putting all the money into an R&D into a real niche figure, and even if it looks fantastic, they're not selling enough, then maybe they don't do another one. There's no coincidence they picked that character as their first one.
Right. Yeah, I get what you mean. And Lou, what do you think, man? Is do they have some good enough IPs, I think, to keep this rolling?
Yeah, I think they do. It's just, think of it like this. It's Lord of the Rings is going to be classic in a couple of years, right? It's going to be that classic. Same thing with Back to the Future. Everyone is loving Back to the Future stuff, right? So cult classics, things with trilogies, things that have multiple films behind it. It's not a bad thing to pick up IPs that have continuous films, because you can cherry pick, like Focus was saying, because Hot Toys does it. Other companies do it. They don't give you everything in one shot. They'll give you one, then they'll give you something else. Then a couple of years down the line, they'll give you another thing to go with, originally with that first thing, and just keep going down the line. And that's how you build a decent portfolio. You don't give us everything in one shot. So let's say Injustice, for instance, God Among Us. Who would you want to see made first? Me personally, I would go for like a Batman or a Superman, as clear as day. But if we go to like Injustice 2 or anything else, I would love to see a Swamp Thing and see them tackle a Swamp Thing. And Warner Brothers IPs for specifically DC stuff, that window right there, you could give us tons of different comic book iterations based off of this one IP. And that's something that's missing in the 1/6 scale game is comic book accurate stuff. We get them from third parties, and we just need more representation of that. But you also got what else we have? We have Aquaman. People love Aquaman. Black Adam. We still have yet to see stuff from that. Pets. Love the Super Pets. Sorry, love it. Like the trailer is awesome. But Batman, that's another one. Suicide Squad, But we also got what was it? Horror. You know what I mean? That leaves a window open for something else to happen. You get what I'm saying? So if they get someone else's IP that's not just Warner Brothers, and they get somebody else's, that's more they could add to their portfolio and just push forward. But remember, they're into statues. Statues sell to the specific collector. They're pricey for a specific reason. But when they get into 6 scale territory, it leaves them more room to play with. So we can expect good things. At least that's what we're programmed in the head to do, is expect good things. And like Leo said, innovation. They did that Joker. That Joker just on paper sounds phenomenal. Looking at it looks phenomenal. Is when you get it in hand and you start actually messing with it. Is it going to be phenomenal, or is it going to be a nightmare?
Yeah, I get what you mean, bro. It could be. And Cam, before I jump to you on this one, there are a couple super chats I want to roll through. So Carlos said the Harry Potter figures look like caca. Dude, thanks so much, Carlos. Those are Star Race figures, I think is what he's referring to, not the Fantastic Beast ones, because those actually look really good from Hot Toys. Those really good. Just people just aren't buying them. That's why I'm a little bit. It is Fantastic Beasts, not exactly Harry Potter, like I said. That's why I'm a little bit concerned for Queen Studios to produce Harry Potter figures. Maybe they'll be great because there's a lot of Harry Potter fans, but there are a lot of Harry Potter collectors that buy Hot Toys. That's the question. I guess we'll find out. Mugwump said, if Queen Studios ended up producing Westworld figures and statues without first giving us a Yulbrenner gunslinger, I'll do mine. I don't know what that means. Great panel and discussion. And yeah, interesting. Do you guys, what? I don't think I understand that super chat. But I don't know, Mugwump. I'm going to go with that. Thanks so much, man. We'll just say that, yeah, hopefully they make that figure for you. That's all I can say. Carlos.
You need to say, I'll go nuts.
I hope so. I hope that's what he's talking about.
You said go nuts, so I don't know if that's different. That's very different.
Yeah, that was
that was.
We're gonna touch on that one too.
Yeah. So Carlos said, "There's a reason why Hot Toys only makes Marvel and Star Wars. How many collectors are going to realistically buy a Polka Dot Man for 400? Well, I don't think it'd be 400, but say he's 300. I mean, I think Carlos does have a point in that case. Like there are people who'd buy a Polka Dot Man, but if he costs 300. I'm not buying a Polka Dot Man for 300, but I think there are a lot of people who would be in that vein. So I get what he's saying. That's maybe why they don't make.
If you make a solid, a Bloodsport,
yeah, that would be different.
A solid Harley. If you make a solid
Peacemaker,
Peacemaker. Like literally, if you make a solid, and here's the thing, they have a chance that and that's the window of opportunity. If they make a solid Peacemaker after seeing that horrendous piece of shit that we actually got from Sideshow,
right,
then they could capitalize on it and it would gauge the interest. But they have to do it now. Like literally, they have to do it now. And if you give us those top 3 figures, I think that it would gauge the interest. Like plain and simple. If you give us both versions of Harley, one in a red dress, one in a leather outfit, but we saw more in the red dress throughout the entire film, so I can understand if they don't give us the leather outfit. I'm good with that. But still, if you did, and especially give us a Bloodsport, you know what I mean? If you did that with all the weaponry, you don't have to advertise a gun. You could just basically show us. But I think you can kill it. You can actually do that. But I mean, again, and then once they see that really goes well, then you can basically tackle like a Polka Dot Man or something like that. But I think that those 3 would be the ones that you would want to really jump in on, because I think the demand would be on those particular figures. We're starting to see it already with different companies. So why not?
I'm with you. I really hope that Queen in Art makes a Bloodsport. Really, I seriously do. The Sosa one's pretty good, and I think it will end up being even better. But I'm gonna hold out for hope for a Queen making one. Because that one I think would be very exciting to me. So, but yeah, Carlos, you raise a good point. Josh McCoy in the house. Thanks so much, Josh. I can feel Will's excitement when they announced that IT license. Yeah, bro, me. Everyone here knows me, so you know. But thanks so much, Josh. But yeah, dude, I'm super excited because they got IT 1 and IT 2, and like I think Lou was saying, they could do something creative with the Pennywise. They don't want to remake the same figure Hot Toys already made.
But what they basically in that aspect of it, then if you're going to do it, then give us the kids. At least somebody he can terrorize.
Yeah. Or at least a Georgie or something.
Yeah. Do something like that.
And I think that's what we see from Queen Studios, is that they're not just giving us the standard figure, they're giving you options too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they went ahead and they took that Joker, and they didn't just give you the sculpted Joker. They gave you sculpted Joker, they gave you a 2-pack, and then they gave you a rooted 2-pack too. So I think that's where they can really capitalize on it, is they really are giving us more options than we would get with the Hot Toys figures if they can make them better, and in that sense.
Yeah.
And also to add to that, the Joker, they gave us an actual scene diorama base. So that speaks volumes, because I'm sorry that I know everyone wants that Catwoman from the Dark Knight trilogy, but listen, I'm sorry, I'm done with freaking paper backdrops from Hot Toys. I am sorry. Give me something that's tangible, that's physical, that adds to my playability and photography, because this is like, yes, it's Hot Toys, but it's an expensive figure. Don't give me more paper with plastic inside a container. Give me more to add to my figure. Die-cast wood. Come on, just imagine if they would have gave us a die-cast one half of the bridge for Catwoman, and then later on they drop a Bane, and then you got the other half, and then you put them 2 together. You got a whole diorama set.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
By the way, Dante in the house. Dante, thanks so much for joining, man. Did someone mention it? He said the magic word 1/3 Pennywise. Dante, would you get a 1/3 Pennywise? I think he would. He's probably almost a bigger It fan than me. So at this point, I'm really excited to see if he'll get that, because I don't know if he has a statue yet. So I guess we're going to find out if he's going to get one. But Cam, as we round out this discussion, do you think with these IPs you're seeing on the screen and, maybe any others they gather, like they got a lot of Warner Bros. IPs right now. So do you think that's enough to sustain them in the 1/6 market? Because collectors are they got their hands full with Marvel and Star Wars. There's a lot of releases coming out for those two.
Yeah. I mean, I know the other companies are playing catch up right now because, it's hard to keep up with all the things that are being released. So this is kind of good because they get to kind of backtrack. You don't see Warner Brothers really dropping too much right now because they're trying to get a lot of their movies together, So I feel like it's a prime opportunity for them to be able to go back and they can cherry pick, like Focus was saying, and kind of see what was successful for another company, and then, okay, how can we do that better? Just like Suicide Squad. I know a lot of people want the Harley Quinn in the red dress, right? Mm-hmm. But what if you got Harley Quinn in a red dress, but then you also got Harley Quinn rooted hair in that red and black suit that you got on the beach scene in the beginning of the movie as well, I think that'd be cool if they can really like tap into the versatility of the figures when putting them together in, 2-packs. Yeah. I think a lot of people would definitely jump on that opportunity to get 2 different figures, just all in the same set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, dude. But there's a lot of opportunities for Queen, like you guys have said, to do something different and do something unique from what Hot Toys is doing. Tackle IPs that people care about that they aren't getting in other places at a high level. So, and Harry Potter, I mean, maybe there's some collectors out there who are desperate for some actually good Harry Potter figures. But I mean, maybe they're actually Harry Potter, though, not Fantastic Beasts, because clearly Fantastic Beasts figures they look great, but they just didn't perform the way that we might have hoped. So I want to ask a kind of a big picture question to you guys, because these are always fun, right? I enjoy asking these. So I think this is kind of it's a broad question, right? It's a question of like, how do we balance collecting with our life? It could be anything with school, work, family, whatever you balance it with. But I'm interested to hear everyone's thoughts about this because I think that's something that does affect everybody. So, Lou, I want to start with you, man. I know you got things. You got work. You got your break dancing, bro. You got a relationship. You got a wife. Like, how are you balancing collecting with all that? Like, how do you stay, on a good state of mind with collecting and everything else going on?
Well, since I collect everything under the sun between 1/12 scale, 1/6 scale, the 7-inch scale stuff, like with the NECAs, like majority of my stuff, it just sticks to a specific lane. And if I'm completing a line, I'll make sure that if there's anything to get within that month that needs to be checked off, I make sure that it's checked off because I don't want to pay double for anything. You know what I mean? I'll look for deals, but there's some of these stuff that you can't get deals on, like the NECA Turtle stuff. Yo, people are savage. They buy a $60 figure and put it up for like $200-$300. On secondary. They're crazy with it. So for balancing stuff out, I got to make sure that whatever I'm going to get, I have to get it right then and there. If it's a pre-order that I know I can pay for, set it, forget it, I'll do that. But when it's 6 scale, if it's Sideshow or any other retailer that has a payment plan, I could put that up. But I got to make sure that, house is taken care of first. My daughter has everything. My wife has everything. They don't want anything. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Well, then again, they're girls. They're going to want stuff. But, but the bare necessities, the main stuff, the things that are important has to be taken care of first. That's why first 2 weeks go straight to, bills. And then if I have any play money gets spread out evenly, or I'll sacrifice one payment for another payment, just so I can get that item in faster, especially if it's already in. But it's a balancing act, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to say no to something just so that way everything else can be, nice and calm. Especially, see, I got to say no eventually so that way my, racks can come and I can start building my display cabinets like the rest of you guys below me. You guys got everything nice and neat, looking sexy. So, I don't want to look like this for a long time. I'm trying to go into that realm where you look behind me, it looks magnificent, it looks immaculate, storytelling or even individual figures being shown, either side by side, spread out, or what have you. You know what I mean? Because you can get a lot of inspiration from these individuals on what to get, when to get, and how to get, because sometimes you wait, sometimes you just pull the trigger on it, sometimes you trade stuff off. It's just a matter of how you want to live your life as a collector, because you can say collecting's life, but life really matters more than collecting. This is the hobby first and foremost. You know what I mean? It's to enjoy it. If it starts to stress you out, then you're in the wrong hobby.
Yeah. It's for fun and enjoyment, man. So I'm totally with you on that one. Leo, how do you approach this, man? Because I know you got a lot of stuff going on. How are you balancing collecting with everything?
I mean, of course, priorities first.
Right.
I mean, when we, you go through life, especially with, dealing with everything, inflation, still dealing with, remnants of the pandemic. A lot of that is still actually happening right now. So, we have to honestly be as careful as we possibly can when it comes to collecting. But at the same time, I mean, just, you got to have, I look at this as just something for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is definitely a part of my life that, I have, a level of enjoyment, but I also have to look at the simple fact that it can't take away from, life in general, when it comes to, me and my fiance going out, taking trips, again, we're planning on going away next month. There's certain things that we're going to do at the end of the year. We have to look at all that and strategically plan around it. That's why for me, you know what I mean? Again, we talk about this, when it comes to collecting, payment plans have been great for me, because I know how to balance and pay things off, have them ready. So then I don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm not pre-ordering any figures right now. I'm just waiting on when stuff is getting released. I'll know it. I'll actually have it here and I'm good, at that point. But yeah, I mean, I think there has to be a level, there's a structure there, you know what I mean? That you have to kind of develop your own system, you know what I mean? And also, again, the only danger for me is the simple fact that, I'm vested in different IPs. I'm vested in Star Wars. I'm vested in Marvel. I'm vested in DC. You know what I mean? And that's all because I grew up with these particular IPs. I even actually went out and got that Voltron. Because listen, I'm a Voltron fan. I have been, and I'm talking about the original version, the Lions. I'm not talking about the vehicle. I'm not talking about the cars. No, I'm talking about the Lions. So I stick within that. But again, I'm only attracted to certain things that I have a personal connection to, and I think that's what it is. For certain people, I think that the biggest problem is that when there's a road that we can travel now that gets really, really, really dangerous, especially us as content creators, bro. Like, I mean, if we say certain things, people listen very carefully to what we say and how we say it, and they may feel as though, okay, if I want to be as impressive, I have to follow that same thing. And I'm like, nah, you don't want to do that, because I know I'm not the only one that's on this panel. That's definitely, I'm not rich. I may be rich at heart and spirit and love, but I am not rich when it comes to my pockets. My pockets are not deep. So I'm not going to tell you to do certain things. I will tell you that everything that I have, just like we talked about this morning, it's structured over time. I've been collecting for years. So I have years vested in this. It's not something that I automatically did all at once. For those who have done it, more power to you. But for me, I don't do it that way. I've collected over time. I've been able to basically gauge and get the things that I wanted, and I have that are a representation of me and my character, and who I am as a person. But I think, we have to be careful with, telling people that, value and relevance, stuff like that is more important. And, you should, I don't, it's, for me, you know what I mean? I just have to be real careful about what I say. And I always tell people who watch my show that, collect what you love. You don't have to worry about a numbers game. It's not all about buying and selling. It's not all about paying too much attention to the market. If you have a love for it, love it. But at the same time, be careful what you collect. Don't overdo it, and don't do it just because we tell you to. You know what I mean? Because again, you have to be structured. You have bills that need to be paid. You have, utilities and mortgages and kids that will get sick. You know what I mean? Especially if you got a house full of women. Man, that shit's crazy. Like, literally, that shit is nuts. You know what I mean? Straight up, bro. When you got a house full of women, you have different personalities. These girls grow up. They start developing those cycles. And then it's like, you got to deal with that shit. They eat you out of house and home and all that. So you have to be, I'm telling you, that's just crazy. And you have to really, really be careful. Straight up. So, I mean, it's for you when it comes to collecting, that's your thing. That's what you gravitate to. Just be smart about it. And that's why, even when it comes to statues, That's why I don't really go down that road. I only barrel down that road on certain pieces that I want. I'm not vested in it to pay $200 or $1,400. I mean, like not $200, but like $1,400 or $2,000 for a piece. It's definitely not something that I'm into. You know what I mean? And I try to stay clear from that. I only collect what I'm interested in and what I think basically, like for instance, this piece right here. This is an incredible piece. You know, I happen to be a Scarlet Witch fan. I was a fan of this particular suit from Endgame and from Civil War. But I mean, at the same time, like I said, you just have to be careful and collect what's within your reach and with what's in your budget. You know what I mean? Just be completely so. For me, again, this is my life. This is my personal life and the things that I enjoy, but things that I've done over time and carefully, strategically planned this out, paying off certain things, like getting payment plans, using that to the best of my ability, paying that off once the figure is ready. I know a lot of people saying, well, I don't like giving people my money and I don't like it sitting there. Well, what happens when you basically wait and there's certain figures that you want and it hits all at once? And then you have to pay for each all at once or risk canceling or losing it so it to be passed for someone else. No, I'd rather basically pay my shit off and not have to worry about it down the end. And It's there. I know I'll have it and it's structured. Like, look, what works for one may not work for others, vice versa. But I mean, again, it's just a person's personal choice. That's what I think.
Yeah, dude. Well, excellent thoughts on that one, man. For real. And Mario, how do you feel about this, man? How are you balancing it with work and everything else you have going on?
No, it's just it's a matter of being responsible and have your priorities in order, man. I mean, first and foremost, life responsibilities come first, man. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to be out in the streets. I mean, where I'm at,
you have your figures though.
Right now, no, well, where I'm at right now, dude, I mean, the homeless problem is like out of control, dude. Yeah. It's getting worse every day, dude. And, I'm trying to avoid all that, dude. So this is it's an escape. It's a hobby. It's fun that I can do it now. But if the time comes to where I can't, then, if I got to give something up, buy collection. You know what I mean? I mean, everything has to be given priority, dude, especially with life. I guess I could say I'm fortunate right now. I mean, I don't have no kids, not married, just living a single life so I can go and spoil myself to death. Just splurge on myself, you know what I mean? Yeah. But at the same time, all my stuff is taken care of. My bills are taken care of, still got a roof over my head, family's taken care of. Whatever family needs first and foremost, they got to, their priorities, and such as everything else. If I gotta take extra time for work, like I'm still going through,
buying the statues and six.
You ain't buy me nothing either,
it's like you said, that's over time.
Payment plans.
Payment plans is exactly like you said.
I mean, it's cool as long as you get it from me. It's cool.
Yeah, as long as it's there at the door.
You say you're gonna get it from me.
I'll take the
not DHL though. Ship it UPS.
It might be like one piece at a time.
As long as I get each piece, I'm fine at the end of the day.
Cool, man. I'm gonna print out like a freaking 12 scale statue, send you something.
You said it. I got it documented on one of the shows. You said it.
I know, bro. It's out there.
Yeah. So, but yeah, just like I said, just having your life priorities, dude. Do what you got to do. First of all, as an adult, as a responsible adult, and collecting is always, down the line. It could be third, fourth, fifth, whatever. But it's just like I said, it's just an escape. It's a hobby, and that's all it is. It's not,
Mario,
taking over your life, yo.
Mario, real quick, not to derail from this discussion because I know we're going to but life choices, and we talk about these things. We talk about, how do we balance everything out? And I think that we've done a really good, a good job at balancing things out. Yeah. And the spoils is that when we can, go enjoy things and meet up and have, get-togethers where all of us can meet at once and stuff like that. I say that to really gauge with you, and I need your assistance here, okay? Since both you and I are going to see Star Wars, we're going to Star Wars Celebration. Will, are you going to straight up finally go, bro? Like straight up, like I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't know.
We about to just bogart you right now, bro. What's up?
I'm gonna stop.
What's up? Nah, bro. Don't do that. Get off camera. Will, you going to go to Celebrations now, bro?
Dude, because it's like a month away. I'm probably not going to Celebration, bro. I'm probably not going to Celebration because here's the thing.
Will you start a GoFundMe
I'll come back
for Will to get out here, or what?
Because like. I don't know, man. It's just the plane tickets are crazy right now. The plane tickets, it was like $850 round trip. So I was like, that was part of my concern.
You know what's even crazy?
We're talking about balance, budgeting, you know. But yeah, I don't know. But I would love to come see you guys because I was going to stay with Riley actually and Carlos. Yeah. So I would love to do that. And then Kiko was going to be there too. And then you guys, of course. So like, you know.
So it's
you're going to miss that?
It's a no, right?
Dude, it's probably a no for now. But Carlos does have a ticket that he can sell me if I decide to go. So, but it just depends, man. The flight, I'm trying to get a little bit of a cheaper flight. But
so it's a no. This is what you're saying?
As of now.
That's
okay. So Mario, here's what it is. What happens is when you get a relationship, like and you start, you know, because basically that's life choices. You jump into a relationship, so then you got to balance everything out and put money aside for Olive Garden.
That's actually true because she told me next week she wants to go to Olive Garden.
See, man,
so that's where the budget was. The budget all went to Olive Garden, bro.
We asked you, why didn't you just leave with that, bro?
Breadsticks, bro.
You didn't just lead with that. How come you just didn't lead with that? Like when I'm asking you to say, you know what, life choice.
She told me to go. She's been telling me for like weeks now to go to Star Wars Celebration. So she wants to get rid of me. So you know, if anything,
listen to the woman.
Yes, exactly, bro. She did tell me to go. So I will throw that out there for her if she's watching, which I think she is. That you know, don't hate me, But we're still going to Olive Garden.
Put him on the spot.
I knew this was a loaded question because the majority of us have married in relationships. He's like, okay, how do I balance it? Because she's going to tell me to get rid of some of my stuff.
Nah, bro.
Make stuff for herself.
Nah, bro. She doesn't.
Take away from me from my hobby.
Just Olive Garden. She's clearly wanted that.
Just Olive Garden? You can bring the breadsticks to her.
That's true, bro. They do carry out.
We got Olive Garden out here too, bro.
No, I really want to go there. So I've been going back and forth. Also, the airports, man. I'm kind of like, I don't really want to. Like, I've flown, but LAX supposedly sucks ass, and I don't want to fly there.
You got Santa Ana, you got John Wayne. It's a lot closer to the area.
Yeah, man. John Wayne has a bunch of stops though. If I fly there, and the flights are more expensive. That's the problem. So.
You're just trying to find excuses not to.
Nah, bro, I really want to go. It's just the price, and the airports, bro. I don't want to do that.
See, this is what it is. He said, like, this is what he did. He sat back. He said, Star Wars Celebrations, table 2, candlelit, by the window, breadsticks, salad. Yeah, she wants to go there.
Shit, Olive Garden. Get out of here. Get out of here, Star Wars Celebration. Olive Garden ain't cheap, bro. You got to put it in the budget. So not when you go every day. So, but yeah, man, I'm still thinking about layout because it's still an option. Friday tickets are still out there. So, and I could get Saturday. So, and I guess, dude, Riley even told me, bro, he was like, my mom will cook for you, bro. And I was like, that's what I want to hear, bro. So,
there you go.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can say that.
But here's the thing. But she's telling you to go, right? She said,
yeah, she is. She wants me to go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there you go. So there's no choice. Like you don't. It's not like you have to make a choice. You know what I mean?
No. She wants me to go. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
She wants me to see all you guys. So and then also I could film the content with you guys, and then she can watch it. So that's what she's benefiting. Yeah, so gotcha. And she gets rid of me for a weekend. So you know.
So she's telling you to go.
Yeah,
man. I don't want to quote Admiral Akbar, but it's a trap. It's a test, man. This is a test.
It's a test. Yeah. But yeah. So I'm thinking about it layout. So it's a no for now, but I'm still considering. So maybe I can sell some figures and then go or something.
Don't do that.
Carlos,
no.
Carlos in the chat. Nucky greater than Star Wars Celebration, bro. No chill. Riley's trying to get me to go, and then OAF Skywalker. So maybe, guys, maybe. So you know, I'm definitely intrigued. Let's say that. So, but I'm gonna change the subject real fast. Cam's collection, bro. Can you fill us in on balance and collecting with your life, bro? Because I want to get away from this topic. So.
I don't know, man. My life's falling apart, so I have no idea.
Okay, mine too. So.
Yeah, it's hard.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, man. I mean, I got 2 daughters. I got a wife. I got a dog now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got a dog too.
That little dog is so expensive. Okay.
What kind of dog is that?
Golden Doodle.
Oh, dude, those are the best, though, man. Those,
other
than Australian Shepherds, but
hyperallergenic. So super excited about that. He is on the couch right now. My God. Okay. So yeah, man. I mean, my daughters are into soccer now. They're into ballet. There's all this stuff. Girl Scouts, you know. So for me, that's definitely a priority that I want to make sure they can do stuff growing up, you know. This is a hobby for me. I'm a grown man now. I had my fun. You got the Girl Scout cookies. You're welcome, sir. So, you know, I've had my time. I had my fun. My parents were there for me, you know, growing up, being able to do fun stuff. So my collecting takes a back seat, to a lot of the stuff that they want to do. Though our wants and needs don't always meet each other, of course. But as a parent, that's something you got to do. That's a sacrifice you got to make. Of course.
Yep.
They always come first. So my wife's looking at me like, you lying. It's like, it'd be lying. It's like, no. But
sound good though, don't it?
I know it sound good. We'll write a book.
Yep.
But no, 100%, man. That's the only way to balance it, is that you got to put the priorities in order as they come. And my collecting came way after all of them. So that's how I do it.
Especially the golden doodle.
Yeah. He gets a jump start, so he comes up a little higher.
The dogs always come first, so So
that's your extra child. I'm telling you, it
is the furry
child.
child.
It is. Yeah. My wife sent me this video, and it was of this guy who's like, "Oh yeah, you got to dress up your son like yourself," and I turned around, and the guy had like the golden doodle standing up on two legs with the same t-shirt.
What the hell?
And I'm like, this is how she wants me to dress now. Like me and the dog matching, walking down the street holding hands. Like he's my real boy. And I'm like,
that's how you do it, bro.
I'm like, I'm about to get a stroller for him. We're gonna go to town. It's gonna be crazy.
That sounds like a win.
No. Give him a bandana, throw some gang signs with him, and he all right.
Yeah, true.
I know. We roll into the wrong neighborhood, he gonna take off on me. So I don't know. I'll be like, he ain't gonna
don't come in his territory, bro.
He could be like, peace.
Yeah, true. But
give
so Shane, true, right?
Hey Cam, watch Tony Baker, bro. That's Tony all Baker? You need. Watch Tony Baker.
Okay.
On Instagram, look up Tony Baker. He does voiceovers for animals. Just watch him, and you'll be cool.
All right, I'm gonna check it out today.
All right. Well, Shane, round out this discussion for us, man. How do you find balance in your life?
Look, it's very, very similar to what everyone else was saying, really. I kind of mentioned something similar earlier on, Collector's Lounge, but I remember reading a book a few years ago that like everyone needs a third place. So your first place is like your family life, your second place is your work life, and your third place is whatever it is to you. For some people that's music, for some people that's travel, for some people that's reading, for some people that exercise. My third place, it's my hobbies, really. Like, this is just one of many hobbies. Like I love to exercise, I love to travel when I can. I love to snowboard. I can't snowboard in Ireland. I gotta, go. It kind of goes hand in hand with my like to travel. So I gotta, go to another country. Like, love music, love live music, love to mountain bike. So there's like a lot of these hobbies. So like for me, it's not much about like balance. It's kind of like integrated. What I mean by that is like nothing in your third place should kind of sabotage your first and second place, which is your family and your workplace. Because you need money, so you're not going to sabotage your job. Like I can't be in here like because of time difference streaming 3 or 4 work nights a week because I will not be able to function, at work. So obviously that's a no brainer. I can do it one night and just power through, but I can't like stay up till 3 4 a.m. and then go to work. That's just not going to work. Like, also like I as much as I like photography and creating content, being on the streams. If I want to have to spend time with my family or my girlfriend or my friends, like that gets prioritized. So that trumps any hobby I have. And then even like within the third place in those hobbies, it's like, like if I have an opportunity to, go snowboarding for a week, I'm going to take it because when I come back, the collection will still be here. Well, hopefully if the alarm works, the collection will still be here. You can always create content and push it like that way. If you have a gig to go to, you can always do that and collection be here the next day. So it's not really too much of an issue. It's more like integrated as opposed to balance. Like, you're always, a few 5 minutes to spare, you check Instagram, you see if there's any drafts or something like that, or maybe you watch someone stream or something like that. You create a bit of content. But I think it's just well balanced. You just kind of just basically just prioritize. That's that simple. You're just prioritizing things.
Yeah. I think so too, man. That's the key right there. So, Leo, I know you have to run, man. So, thanks so much for joining as always, bro. You're one of the best, man. And it's just, you gotta go join another stream. So, it's all good, bro. So, all I want to say is, Leo, what do you have to talk about, man? You have some good some news. Yeah, where you going, bro?
Where you going?
You cheating on me?
Why you gotta leave, bro?
Yo,
this guy here.
I know, bro. What the fuck?
Check it out.
It's a trap, bro. It's a trap.
It's always a trap, man. Look, good being here, bro. This actually this is the last Sunday it will be this way. To be honest, we'll talk about that later. But
are you breaking up with me?
Oh, no. You'll have
me on a live stream, bro.
You'll definitely have me full segment next week. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I was about to say, bro, my heart dropped, bro.
You'll have me.
I was like, come on now.
No, you'll have me full segment next week. So don't even worry about that. But I'm great basically being here, man. This will probably be the number 4 today. Crazy. So don't know what the talk of the conversation is going to be, but we'll see. But hey, man, thanks for having me here.
Yeah,
again, tomorrow's comic book talk with friends, where we discuss and deep dive into, of course, Moon Knight. So that's going to be a full spoiler discussion on episode 2. Say What, of course, on Wednesday. Hopefully, if it's in the budget, you'll have a
yeah, I know, bro.
A segment. I don't know. We got to basically see, man. We got to talk about this budget, man. Because
send the check, bro.
What's in
it requires full pay in advance. No payment plans for this, bro.
Yeah. We'll go. What is it? What is it? What's the app called? I'll send it to you.
Venmo?
No, not Venmo.
PayPal. Goods and services.
No. Cash App.
Cash App. Okay.
I'll send it to you in Cash App. But definitely that, or Wednesday. Then of course, we're skipping. We don't have Uncivilized this Thursday, right? It's the following Thursday, right?
Right. The following.
Next Thursday. So the following Thursday. Then back here on Friday for, of course, Figure Flex Friday, which basically we're deep in the Flex Wars right now. So. And that ends on May 4th. The winner will be announced on May 6th. So stay tuned for that. Collecting International next week or next Sunday with these gentlemen, Cam and 16 Figure Focus. So definitely, I don't know, Will, do you not want to come on the show, bro? Like, what's up, man?
What show?
I think here's the thing,
bro.
What
show, bro? Come on now.
Is your girl watching? Let me look at the camera. Can you?
She probably is.
So listen, it's the Sunday afternoon. It's at 12 o'clock. Just let him come on. Just let him off the air just for a few minutes. And just let him jump in. You know what I mean? He don't. As a matter of fact, from the waist down, he can even have his pants off. It don't matter.
Yeah, bro. They're off now, technically. So
once he's got flannel on top.
I mean, as long as you got that's what you got to do to keep it cool during the show. So.
Listen. I'm gonna say this. Just have a pop in the stream like my wife does every now and then. She'll pop up. And you never know.
Well, I told her she could be here while I do a stream. So Leo, that'll probably be fine. If she's here, she can just hang out while I do the stream.
Yeah, she can hang out while you do the stream. So definitely we got to get you on Collectors International because your perspective will be greatly welcomed. Thanks, Mario is just I can't fit him and his beard in the budget. So one of them has to go and he's not willing to part. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? It's not gonna happen. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, man, yeah. So back in and then also take your position next week as well, and then back here. So yeah, man. It's been great. Definitely been fun. Yeah. Go stop.
Yo, send me my money, bro. Send me my money, bro. Where's the money, man?
Where's the money, man? All right, but definitely. I'll see you guys next week. Fun being here, man. And I'll talk to y'all later. Mara, we got to have a conversation because we're not letting him off the hook like that. Not like that.
Well, for Star Wars Celebration?
Yeah, for Star Wars Celebration, we're definitely not gonna let you off the hook like that. So this is going to be continued straight up.
I'm off work that whole week, so
I got a question about Celebration.
Really, you're gonna put that on top of it?
Yeah, really? Bro. I requested off just in case I decide to go.
Wow.
So,
all right.
Yeah, I got so much annual leave time built up, bro. I gotta spend it. So,
what are you gonna say?
No, so Celebrations is an every year thing.
It's been about 2 years.
It's been it's been 2 years since the last one because of the pandemic. So yeah,
but before that it was annual, correct?
So
sometimes
it is. Sometimes
it's year on, year off. It depends.
Okay, so when the next one pops up, I'm definitely gonna go.
There we go.
Even if I go solo.
Yeah. Definitely.
Even if I go solo, even though I don't want to, but because
you won't be solo because there'll be some of us there. Yeah.
Well, no, when I say solo, I'm talking about flying, family and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
I like to have company around. See, I'm the type of person I love people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I'm by myself in my thoughts, I'm fine too. I get into God mode like that. But I love people.
Yeah. I'd be like, bye, baby, I'm gone.
Peace.
Peace
Have
out.
fun with the golden doodle.
Peace
I ain't
out.
having that luxury. Anyway, I will check your guys out next week.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, man, after this, I'm going to bed because I'm tired as all
Yeah,
hell.
bro.
So, you know what I mean? We'll chat. We'll talk.
Yeah, we'll definitely
See y'all.
Well, thanks so much, Leo. Have a good one, man.
Peace, brother. Peace, brother.
Cool. All right, guys. So there's one more topic that I kind of want to hit real quickly. It just is kind of tying into what we talked about with the Queen Studios thing today, the product launch. Is this Prime One has been doing this for a while, and Queen Studios clearly took a page out of Prime One's book with this display. It was very similar to the Prime One showcase. Is this something you think that companies should do? And Mario, I'll start with you on this one. Is this something that you think like Hot Toys and other companies should start doing?
No. All companies, no, I don't think so. I mean, because I don't get me wrong, I appreciate it, man. We just had one recently for those that collect 375. Hasbro just did one for Star Wars, man, and it was awesome. Yeah. You know, so I do love those, seeing the Prime One ones as well. What Queen Studios did today, it's nice. You know, I really get a kick out of it. But sometimes I don't want to know everything. You know, I do like to be surprised as to what's coming. I mean, they used to kind of do that before well, actually, they did it with the releases when they would show you like, hey, this is our quarter release, and these are all the figures that we plan on dropping, you know, throughout the quarter. I kind of miss those days, you know, because then we can gauge about, you know, what's actually coming up next as far as an actual release and not a pre-order is concerned. But no, I think it's fine the way it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to see it, like I said, but I'm gonna say no.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's fine, man. I'm kind of with you on that one. Not every company, maybe like 3-0 or Asmus or whatever. Like I think it's fine. But for some of the other ones like Queen, like you said, Prime One, you know, that kind of stuff. J&D does a pretty good job, and they don't really work on many products at once anyway. So it'd be tough for them. They'd have like 3 products and they'd be like, it's over. It was fun.
Pretty much, right.
So, you know, but peace. So Cam, what do you think, man? Is it something you think maybe all is the wrong word, but some of the companies like Hot Toys and, you know, the others, you think they should start doing more stuff like this?
Like you said, yeah, I wouldn't say all. I mean, if they have enough products coming out, I would say that would be something they want to do, you know, all at a certain time. Yeah. If you're looking at like 10 to 20 different products you're looking to drop close relatively within like the 10 to 12-month period, sure, you know what I'm saying, that's something for people to look forward to. But there is something beautiful, like Mario said, about not knowing what's coming to, you know, right? Because it's like the mystery of it kind of makes you want the figures more, you know, if that makes sense. So I mean, I love the transparency that they're showing us now, but I don't want to know everything behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? I like to be surprised when something drops. I mean, because I think that's part of it that we use too. You know, when something exclusive drops, then that gives us something to talk about as well. But if we know everything and we just get it out the way, it's like, well, all right, in the next 6 months, we're just gonna be talking about the exact same thing. You know, so
a whole lot less live streams, wasn't there?
Yeah. Right. You know, it's like it kind of takes away from what we do. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's absolutely fair. So, what do you think, Shane? How do you feel about this, man?
Yeah, I want to see Toy Zero launch that USA.
Toys Wonderland
I want to see like the multiple camera angles and the cool music and the sculpted in likeness of. I just want to see how they could do
Star
it.
Ace will be after that, bro.
Yeah, no, I'd watch that, man. I do enjoy those videos. Like I do enjoy checking them out and just seeing what's coming, and you know, the multiple different angles on the you know, the figures or whatever, especially if I've, you know, strongly considering pre-ordering something, or if I've already pre-ordered something. I just like to have that extra information. But yeah, the main ones, like I'd love if Hot Toys started doing them, so you can kind of just get some sort of a roadmap of what's going on, like, you know, help people budget better and stuff like that. I just don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, I'm kind of not too strong feelings either way. But I did like the one today. I just kind of skimmed through it and picked out what I wanted, like, you know, and yeah, so yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah, so it'd be kind of interesting. So Lou, man, how do you feel about this?
Man, I'm indifferent, man. I don't think every company should, you know, be flashy like that and show off all their ducks in one barrel. You know what I mean? Like, save something so that way we can be excited for it. Because if we already know what you're showing, like in poker, all we have to do is plan it out and wait for someone else to have a hand just as strong as yours, and then try to outdo all of y'all, because y'all guys don't have a royal flush.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So when it comes down to it, presentation is everything. But remember, if you're showing us something, that better be what we get out the box.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing because, between busts, statues, figures, we're paying up the nose for these things to be in our collection so we can admire it for a long period of time. So if we buy it and we get it and it's not what it is, all that flashy talk and flashy showing is for nothing. So gotta bring your A game all the time. And if you do that constantly and you have fails, and more fails, it's gonna backfire on you. So if you're gonna do it, you do it with caution. You do it with extreme caution. Not Hot Toys do it, but they don't do it by themselves. They do it with Sideshow. Sideshow, they'll go have a nice little animated movie or anything like that, just to show you what's going on and stuff. And then you're like, wait, didn't they say this figure is coming out and then it's not coming out? It becomes one of those games. So how does that add to those launches? You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, they said they're gonna do Transformers. Now they don't have the license no more, so they got me hyped for no reason.
Yeah,
that's another thing to worry about. So
yeah.
Well, in a sense, we kind of already get this through conventions, right? I mean, you got these companies that are coming out that are actually showing you what's either in the pipeline or what's already in pre-order, and stuff like that. I mean, it hasn't been like that for the past few years for obvious reasons, but yeah, that's still a thing too. So I think, and that's the reason when we all able to get together and share that collectively in person, rather than virtually, on stream. So I think that's something else that it'll take away from too.
Agreed.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah. And guys, as we wrap up here, we got some amazing super chats from Ash Chase. Ash, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you. He said, I'm in. I'm assuming that's referring to Star Wars Celebration. And then he comments again, Ash said, I'm in with Star Wars Celebration. I'm going to try and actually do.
Yeah, man.
Would love to see you there, Ash. Seriously, man. That would be really cool. So
I think it actually, I thought I heard something where the next one is supposed to be out in the UK. I think. So who knows? They go back and forth from what I've seen is like UK, they'll go to Florida, they'll go to Chicago, they come back over here to Anaheim.
Yeah, they did Orlando.
So all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm in regardless. I got a passport. It don't matter.
There you go, bro. Mine doesn't expire till like 2024. I think I got to get it redone, but yeah.
I just got mine, man. I feel like
really? Is it 10 years?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think it's 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. I had mine done in like 2013, 2014. That's crazy. So yeah, man. So, but guys, let's wrap things up here. I want to hit Lou first. Lou, man, what's coming up for you, man, on the channel? Anything you want to talk about that you want to share with the people?
I have a review for Punisher War Machine coming up soon. I love that figure. That figure is awesome. I also have 1K giveaway. Gonna give
Not
away.
100K?
No, not 100K, brother. I was tired last night, man. Don't get me started. 1K giveaway for a Mezco Gomez, the Clan of the Golden Dragon version. So that'll be a giveaway. Once I hit the 100K, then I could give the details on that. Also, you'll find me with Geeking Out, with Lael and everyone else here in the streams, even 6-Scale Mafia, whenever he decides to bring me in the stream, and Mario, whenever Mario decides to say, you know what, Loco, I need you to come in and just give us a different opinion on part Star Wars, even though you don't have any figures, you could still give us your opinion.
Yeah.
Come on, always, man, especially on a statue stream, bro. I'm gonna get you in, man.
We got to get Lou, bro.
Guy.
We got to get him, Mario. We got to get him.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
But
just you wait.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, I do want that Ahsoka and Darth Maul statue. That I really do want that one, but that's still pending on space. Once I could get my space situated, I'll see if I can say,
you got a lot of space behind you that could be vacated. We can make space.
That's true. Space exists. Yeah.
Well, not if I still care about them. You know what I mean? When I pull them out, and
that's true.
And it still holds value. Like I'm holding onto it tightly. but I got that going on, and then I have a segment that I'm hopefully will go up this week, because life takes precedent. So panels. I'll be doing photography live and showing you guys how to tell a story via one single pose or one single shot and not changing too much from the pose. So that's my stuff that I'm gonna be pushing up. So
nice.
Be sure to tune in for that.
That all sounds exciting, man. And before we get to you, Cam, Carlos said, "Well, I'll cover half the plane ticket if we can have a cuddle session. I'll cover the whole thing if Mario joins."
That's a deal. That's a deal right there.
Let's do it. I'll make it happen. Well, if we can get all three of us in that cuddle session, bro, I'll cover the other half of the flight. All right.
Hey, bro, dude, that's a win-win for me. I get the cuddle session and I get the plane ticket.
Hey,
the cuddle session happens after drinks. After you guys get all drunk and stuff, he's like, I think she loves me.
Sober, bro.
Yeah, true. We're going sober cuddling, bro. We don't. Nobody under the influence here. We want you to be a sane mind and join the cuddle session. So yeah, bro. So Carlos still got to make me breakfast. Though. I still want that. So yeah, that's really important to me. But Cam, man, what's coming up for you on your channel, man?
I don't know, man. I might have to start selling photos of my feet to get the Star Wars celebration.
Yeah,
I'm like,
bro.
what's going on?
Do what you got. That's what I do. It works for me.
Hey, might as well.
How do you think I full paid that Loki, bro? Come on now.
Milkshake.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too, but but the feet.
Yeah. So I'm dropping 2 reviews this week. On Tuesday, I'll be dropping a review for Thor: Infinity War, and then on Thursday, I'll be dropping a review for the Captain America: Infinity War. So I'm excited. I hope you guys get to check those out. And then I'll be right back on here on Sunday with Lil and Figure Focus for the Collectors International Cafe. And I'm trying to reach 50 subscribers right now, man. That's a low number. It's super chill.
That's great.
So if you guys haven't had a chance, go ahead, check out my channel. It's Cam's Collection with apostrophe S. I know y'all probably looking me up and y'all been finding some dude that collects Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's not me. Okay. That is not my ass. That is not my ass.
I'm posting it in the chat for people. But Yu-Gi-Oh cards are pretty cool.
They are. Not knocking this other Cam. But that's not my collection.
Yeah.
Okay.
He don't have a golden doodle. So.
No. He ain't got no golden doodle.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. But thank you again for having me on the show, bro. It's like the second time I've been on here. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, like second or third. But dude, thanks so much for joining, man. Seriously.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Fellow Marylander, kind of. So
yeah, bro.
I'm gonna take it.
Right the street.
So yeah. But Mario, man, thanks for joining late, bro. I know I got to you late notice, so I appreciate you as always, man. You're the beard god. You picked up all the ladies at the WonderCon. So dude, are you gonna post the videos of your interactions with everyone at WonderCon on your channel? What are you gonna do, man?
Actually, that was what you saw live was the actual interaction that I only had. You know what I mean? So I didn't get a chance to change it.
I need
behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. That's the director's cut. That's
baby.
That's behind the paywall, my guy.
Yeah, true. That's behind the paywall.
All right, so.
Join the OnlyFans, you'll get it.
Yeah. No, man. Thanks for having me on as always, dude. I'd love to join whenever I can. Yeah, we just did an episode of Uncivilized Scoundrels on my channel a couple of days ago. Just check it out. We were just talking about some of the stuff was going on with Obi-Wan and what's coming up with Star Wars Celebration as far as some of the news that dropped. So. Yeah, man, just hell excited for that. A statue coming in, I think on Tuesday, 3 boxes deep. So I'm as much as I am looking forward to that, I'm not looking forward to that. So.
And those are the problems I'm trying to avoid. You hear that? Those are the problems I'm trying to avoid.
The joy that it brings, bro. Forget about it. And nothing like it. So yeah, man, I'll probably be documenting that pretty soon. And I'll just be around here and there. Anthony and I were supposed to start up our the pose review shows that we've been doing with all the Star Wars figures. We couldn't do it today, unfortunately. Something happened, so we're gonna try again for next Sunday, y'all. So if anybody's been asking about it, come check us out on Scale Mafia. We'll be doing it over there again. But yeah, again, thanks for having me on, dude, and just hit me up again, and we'd love to join again.
Absolutely, bro. And maybe I'll see a Star Wars celebration if Carlos is serious and wants to cuddle. So, then I guess we'll find out. Dude, Shane, 16 Figure Focus, bro. First time on the channel. Thanks so much for joining, man. What's coming up with you?
Thanks for letting me come on and be part of the conversation.
Dude, absolutely. Your application was approved. So.
Yeah, it's good. Well, the background criminal check is the problem I'm worrying about. But
yeah.
There
were some concerns, but I just went with it. So.
But they got me on here, man.
I got Lou on here, so exactly, bro. Lou's here, you're fine, Shane.
But no, it's nice to be part of the conversation. Obviously, great to talk to Mario, Lou, and Cam again. So before I do chat what's going on my channel, I'm just going to say the link for Cam's YouTube channel is in the chat. There's 81 people here. Like, Come on, folks. It's just like a click away. Just some great content. And, you know, come on. He's very easy to listen to. He's got one of those voices. Like
he does, bro.
Hello, everybody.
So, yeah, well, the YouTube channel, I'll go to the streams first. Tomorrow night, I'm on the Jedi Night Watch for the first time with Graham. Big fan of the Jedi Night Watch. Wednesday night on Say What with Leal. And then next Sunday back with Leal and Cam on Collector Lounge. Tomorrow night, I have a video scheduled. It's basically the top 5. I call them fire figures. I don't mean the way that the fire is in the way the youth say it. I mean, if the house was on fire and I could grab 5 figures, which ones would they be? So it's basically my favorite figures. So that's going up.
That's pretty cool.
That very short video. It's going up tomorrow. I can't remember. It's scheduled there if you want to check the channel. The channel has 477 subs. I'm trying to get to that 500 mark. If you want to just check it out, I don't expect anyone to sub if you don't like the content, but if you want to check it out and you are a 1/6 collector and you do like it, maybe just help me out and click the subscribe button. And the last thing I'm going to say is I haven't taken photos in a few weeks, but I put some time aside and there's going to be a photo dump on the Instagram. That's at 16figurefolks on Instagram during the week. So that's pretty much it. Thanks very much.
Yeah, dude.
Well, can I say one thing?
Yeah, Lou, what's up, man?
I do this in everybody's stream, and I gotta do it on yours too. You know, I gotta bless you, man. Listen. You guys know it's me's logo. You already know. Okay, you gotta hit that like button. You better hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed already to my man WillFoxification, aka Sexy Man. Okay, aka the Loki that never been seen. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. You better hit that like button, and then you see everybody else here. You better sub if you haven't subbed. You better hit those likes. You better watch those videos. You better hit the replay button. I'm telling you right now, you'll be satisfied. We bring the fire. We bring our opinions. We love you. You love us. One hand watches the other. Both hands watch your face. Come on, baby.
It's true. Lou gets it.
Man, freaking Lou's a man, dude.
Yeah, he is, bro. This dude is
when
wild.
You have he has the kind of mic. It looks like a call center. We guarantee your satisfaction.
Right, exactly. Lou's the best customer service rep out there.
Yes, he is killing it.
Well, listen, you having problems with your connection? Okay, this is what you do. You hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, you hit the like button.
You go to the like button, you click that too, and then you see right next to that big bell you see, it says subscribe. You hit that, and then you go to all notifications. Yes, all. Make sure you do that, okay? And then anything else I can help you with? Oh yeah, how can you find WillFoxification? Just type in WillFoxification, he'll pop up. It's not sexification.
That's the only thing. That's different. That's different. different website. But guys, thanks so much for joining, everybody. Thanks so much, Lou, for the amazing commercial there. I got to put that as my channel trailer or something.
Thank you.
But yeah, guys, thanks so much for joining. There'll be another show, Lights Camera Collect, every Friday. That'll be at 8, or sorry, it used to be at 8:30 Eastern. Now it's at 5:30 Eastern. So that's our new show time every Friday. This will be at 8 p.m. Eastern every Sunday. So be on the lookout for those. Anything else that pops up. Who knows? We'll do a preview video or what else. But thanks to the amazing panel as always. You guys are amazing, always incredible, and bring such a lively show. So really appreciate you guys hanging out. And everyone in the chat, thanks so much for joining. And I guess all I can say is we will catch you in the next one.